Sunshine, dreams, and ocean views. Rayborns help you make the move. Sandy toes and palm tree charms. Relocate with the Rayborns, home in your arms.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. We are Chris and Erica Rayborn. We're agents with Coldwell Banker Sunstar Realty here in sunny Southwest Florida. We're based out of Port Charlotte, and we are team Relocate with the Rayborns.
My name's Chris. By default, that's Erica.
America. So today we want to take you guys through a community called Deep Creek. This one is actually, they have a Punta Gorda address, but they are on the Port Charlotte side of the Peace River. So with these guys, the Peace River goes down to the east, and then I-75 is to the west of this community.
Correct. Yeah, and the community is located about 8 miles out of downtown Punta Gorda. Where in downtown Punta Gorda you can find restaurants, you can find shopping, you can find a waterfront area, several waterfront restaurants. It's actually a nice little community. You can walk through a lot of the streets. So it's just a nice little eclectic area you can go and visit and hang out and enjoy. Downtown
It's a
Punta
beautiful
Gorda.
town. I think they have a farmer's market in season on the weekends that's down there. And then one of the things that we take advantage of is they have an airport. So the Punta Gorda airport, it's just a super small airport. I think it's just Allegiant that flies in and out of there. But it's usually a quick in and out. So if you're someone that travels a lot, and I mean, we're not super far from Fort Myers Airport or from Sarasota airports either, but the Punta Gorda airport is just kind of like another nice little extra bonus.
It's definitely convenient.
Yeah.
Definitely convenient, and it has a lot of routes, so it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so Deep Creek is actually a deed-restricted community. They are broken up into two sections. So Sandhill Boulevard runs through the middle, and that's kind of the dividing line. So if you are north of Sandhill Boulevard, you will be in Section 23. And if you are south of Sandhill Boulevard, you will be in Section 20. And we will post those web addresses on there. Their websites are really easy to navigate. The rules, regulations, frequently asked questions, all that kind of stuff is on there. So if you have specific information, that you're after for either of those sections, you'll be able to find it super easy.
Definitely. So the one thing about it is there's lakes and there's canals. And the lakes and canals, the nice thing about them is they are freshwater. Yes. So the lakes drain through the canals to the next lake, and then through the canals, and they actually eventually drain out to the Peace River. With that being said, they're not in a flood zone. It is what they consider an flood zone, which is great because if your mortgage lender doesn't require you to have flood insurance, it's a big savings. Actually, it's not a little, it's huge down here.
Yeah.
Huge.
So the way that they've got this kind of laid out is that a lot of the streets actually run into cul-de-sacs.
Yeah.
So, and then they have a green space that is behind and in between a lot of the houses. So you get kind of like an extra added little bonus in there is, a lot of the houses, like he said, they are on canals because there's so many different drainage waterways in there. And then the green space is just a nice little bonus.
Yeah, and the green space actually helps drain the water away from the area and actually puts it off into the canals, which is really nice as far as that goes. Yeah. So that way, again, that savings with being in an flood zone is huge. So if you're looking for a home down here and you really want all the homes you're looking at to be in the flood zone, Deep Creek is the place you want to look. Because I can guarantee you that almost every one of them, not everyone, but almost every one of them are going to be.
There's always exceptions to every rule, right?
Most of them are going to be
exceptions.
Yeah, most of them are going to be in the flood zone.
Yeah. One of the things that we did while we were out there is we stopped at the golf course. They have an 18-hole golf course out there. It is a public course, so it's open to everybody. But they've got the putting greens out there. They've got a driving range. They have a cozy little lounge. We stopped. We had a little drink at the bar.
Absolutely.
The server was amazing. Try the sangria. It's delicious.
And right now, as a filming, we have a time down here called season. It's when the snowbirds are here, and when the snowbirds are not here, the golf course is only $50, and it's a nice challenging golf course. So off season, while you live here because you're going to be in Florida, you actually get a nice break on the golf course, and it actually, like I said, it's a nice challenging golf course.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That part
So
was pretty cool.
it also offers putting greens, driving range.
Yeah.
So, and I think she might have already said that, but I said it again.
I don't know.
But-
Just like even like where the little lounge was set up, they have an indoor. There's the pro shop, of course, but they had like an indoor and an outdoor seating area, and it just looked like this big back porch right on a
It's
on a
on a
water
water
hazard.
hazard, yeah.
It was so peaceful. It was beautiful when we were out there.
Absolutely.
It was gorgeous. So
Absolutely.
definitely something to check out, even if you don't golf. Just it would be a nice quiet place to go hang out.
Definitely.
So as far as housing goes, there is a variety of options out there. They have everything. They've got the single family homes, there's villas, condos, townhouses. I mean, you name it, it's out there. And one of the nice things is that the community as a whole is not age restricted. There's a lot of communities that do have age restrictions. However, if it is something that you're looking for, some of the condo buildings themselves, in the villas themselves, they have the 55 and older age restrictions on them. So while you can enjoy the amenities of the community, they don't have to necessarily live right next door to you.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, and it's something we can help you find if that's something you're looking for.
Yep, absolutely.
So the other nice thing is, again, there's amenities at this place. We talked about the golf course. It also has a nice park in it, and the park has a pavilion, a nice sized pavilion. It also offers pickleball courts, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a playground.
Yeah, Isabel loved the playground.
Yeah, it's a very nice place, and we got a chance to fly the drone over it, so we'll show you some pictures of that. But it's just a beautiful little space, and it's open to everybody.
Yes, yep, absolutely. Another nice little bonus out there is something called the Deep Creek Civic Association, and it's separate from like the HOAs, the deed restrictions. It's just like a volunteer-run social club, I guess, for lack of a better term. Yeah. So, and of course, it's something that you can participate as much or as little in, as you choose. But they put together like happy hours. There's painting classes. There was dominoes, pickleball. There had a golf tournament that they were raising money for like some different charities, and then they had some bigger trips set up. Like they were taking a bus trip up to a casino in Tampa, which I thought sounded kind of cool. Yeah. And then this fall, so the fall of 2025, they are actually putting together a cruise. So it's like a New England up to Canada cruise that I thought was kind of neat. So just a lot of different options, for people that are still wanting to stay active and maintain some type of a social. Yeah, I mean,
you can. This community is one of those communities you can actually move into, and it's not laid out like a tight little community. It's not. It's actually laid out.
It's really
huge.
Big. Yeah.
So, but the nice thing is, you can make it as small as you want to. You can make it a nice inclusive area, or you can make it. You can just do whatever you want to do. But the ability to be inclusive and the ability to have all that stuff is very nice for a lot of families and a lot of people. They enjoy that sense of community, and they offer it in spades.
They have the little, like as you were driving in from one direction, there is like a Beef O'Brady's. There was a little convenience store. That's the vet that we take our dog to because they're amazing.
Yeah, there's definitely a nice little vet over there.
There was a little, like a dance studio, there was a pet spa, and then a little bit farther in, we found like a pizza place and another couple little convenience stores. So even if you don't feel like going all the way into Punta Gorda, not that it's that far, but like it's just, there's stuff out there. And then it's not far from, Walmart's on the other side of Kings Highway. I mean, it's everything's really close.
Yeah, and I might have mentioned it before, but they do have Lashley Boat Ramp, which is a great boat ramp. It's a nice, convenient boat ramp right there in Punta Gorda, not that far away from Deep Creek. Obviously, you can't launch a boat on a freshwater canal out in the water, but you can launch your boat from Lashley Park. It's a nice ramp. We've dropped our boat in there several times. You go right from the Peace River into the harbor and out to the Gulf. You can get to a lot of the islands out there, things like that. Cabbage Key. You can get to Cayo Costa, places like that from Lashley, and it's about maybe, depending on the size motor you have, depending on how fast you're going, it's anywhere between a 30-minute to a 20-minute ride out there, and there's tons of nice fishing on the way, tons of nice little water.
Lashley's has the bait shop, and they've got their crab house there, so you can grab bait on the way out and grab dinner on the way back in.
And we've done both. We've done both. Yeah. So it's a really nice area as far as being able to tighten that community, as far as being even a community that can be small per se to be in.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Sorry, we're getting off track. All right. So, as of this recording, we are in July of 2025. There were about 160 single-family homes that were listed for sale out there actively. The average list price for those is $425,000. So, if you're looking, they of course average. So, if you're looking for something a little cheaper, a little more expensive, they have a wide range of single-family homes as far as like size, price, everything out there. And then there were about 65 condos, villas, townhouses, like those types of units. And the average price for those is only at $200,000, which I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
So it's
Definitely for the area.
Yeah, definitely for the area. It's a very affordable place. It's a very affordable place to live. So if you're looking for a seasonal retreat, a forever home, whatever you're looking for, we would be happy to help you find it. If you see a listing that's active, if you would like to take a tour, in person or virtual, because we know that a lot of people just don't live right here.
So while you're up north in your home and you're starting to hit those fall and winter months and you really want to look at a home, let us know. We'll be able to do a virtual tour for you.
Absolutely.
And then when you decide you want to stick your toes in the sand and you want to come on down, we can show you those houses too.
Yep.
Absolutely. We'd love to help you out with that.
Yeah.
So we'd like to end it with saying don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss one of our videos. And thank you for listening to us, and thank you for taking a tour of Deep Creek with us. And we can't wait to see you again.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good day. Bye.